Happy little squirrel. Happy little squirrel. Little Squirrel was always happy, for one spring and one summer he had lived in a beautiful wooden tree house. When autumn came, Little Squirrel began to collect pine cones for winter. One day, while he was away from his house, a heavy rainstorm struck. The wind and the rain battered his tree house. It fell to the ground and broke into pieces. Little Squirrel spent the night sheltering near a rock. When Little Squirrel woke the next morning, he felt sad. His tree house was gone. Where would he live now? As he stared up at the sky, he saw a tree with a hole in it. This will be the perfect house, Little Squirrel thought. He put some leaves on the floor and nailed a sign to the tree. One day, Little Squirrel found a tiny bird whose nest had fallen from a branch. Little Squirrel took her to his new home and looked after her. Then he met a rabbit with an injured paw. The rabbit came to stay in Little Squirrel's home too. Soon, Little Squirrel's hole in the tree was filled with animals who were hurt or needed a place to live. It was a warm, cozy shelter where the animals knew they would be welcome. Little Squirrel loved it when his new friends sang songs together and shared their stories. His home became their home too. As the weather began to turn cold, Little Squirrel had a new visitor. It was a fox. He was not injured or lost, but Little Squirrel invited him to come inside. The fox didn't sing and he didn't share his stories. He just ate and slept all day and night. The next day, while Little Squirrel was out, the fox sent all the other animals away from Little Squirrel's home. When Little Squirrel came back, the fox wouldn't let him inside. "This is my home now," the fox said. Little Squirrel was homeless once again. All his friends were angry, but Little Squirrel stayed calm. He was sure he could find them another home before winter came. A friendly eagle heard about Little Squirrel's problem. She took Little Squirrel to see a cave in a mountainside. "This is the best house ever," cried Little Squirrel. His friends brought him lots of gifts when he moved into his new home. One frozen winter day, Little Squirrel heard crying. He looked outside his cave and saw the fox trembling with cold. "My tree, it blew down in the wind. My hole is gone," sobbed the fox. "Can I please stay here with you?" Before Little Squirrel could answer, the rabbit spoke up. "Will you tell everyone that this is Little Squirrel's house and promise not to take it for yourself?" asked the rabbit sternly. The fox wrote his promise on a leaf, but the leaf broke. He tried to write it on the snow and the ice, but it melted when he touched it. So the fox told everyone it was Little Squirrel's house, and the rabbit recorded his words. "Thank you," said Little Squirrel kindly, and the fox blushed bright red. Everyone was welcome in Little Squirrel's house. And that's the end. Happy little squirrel.